Welcome to Channel 18 News. I'm Jim Rogers. Meredith Cadell announced on behalf of the Hopkins County Healthcare Foundation Board of Directors that the 2017-2018 Lights of Life campaign and gala chairs will be Charles and Sharon Helm. They've been in the hospitality business for over 35 years. The Foundation Board of Directors increased the goal for this year's campaign from $250,000 to $300,000. Sponsorship letters will go out in mid-June of this year to repeat sponsors. The Lights of Life Gala is scheduled for Saturday, January 27th, 6 until midnight at the Civic Center. Flight for Life has added a new fixed-wing Pilatus PC-1245 to its fleet, and that aircraft will be the focus of a show and tell at Sulphur Springs Municipal Airport Thursday, April 27th at 10 a.m. The event is sponsored by Christus Mother Frances Trinity Hospital in Sulphur Springs. The new aircraft will allow for increased speed, efficiency, and capacity for air ambulance services throughout the multi-state coverage area. The area includes Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, and Oklahoma. Flight for Life officials say the fixed-wing service will serve to complement fiscal responsibility as a steward of community resources for Christus Trinity Mother Frances system. In addition to what the helicopter ambulance service currently provides, the fixed-wing aircraft will allow Flight for Life nurses and paramedics the opportunity to ensure the continuity of care for patients as they move from one facility to another. The increased interior space provides more physical access to both patient and the critical life support equipment utilized by the team of flight nurses and specially trained paramedics. The same ventilators, monitors, and specialty equipment will be utilized in the fixed-wing plane as is utilized in the rotor aircraft. The PC-1245 has a pressurized cabin with a service ceiling of 30,000 feet, cruise speed of 327 miles per hour, and a range of 1,800 nautical miles. Flight for Life can accommodate a combination of up to one patient, 2 pilots, and 3 clinical crew members.
The Little Fours Kids Club is a nonprofit organization in Sulphur Springs helping underprivileged youngsters in the inner city of Sulphur Springs. It's an after-school program for kids ages 2 to 18, and they need help with daily operation expenses and for a summer trip that they have planned. Let's meet President Latita Conliff and Vice President Sandra Cummings of Little Fours.
I started this organization exactly 7 years ago. I mentor kids from 2 to 18, and there are underprivileged kids in our community, especially on the east side of town. These kids here are real special kids in my life, and I feel that they are special in our town, and they just want that love from the community. A lot of these kids here are having problems at home. We have some that cuts themselves. One pushed out of a 2-story apartment building by his mom, lost total hearing loss. We have so many mentally challenged kids that look for a safe haven, and I give them that safe haven at 200 Fuller. Okay. And we offer we there from 2 to 6:30, and we give them a meal when they come in, and we have volunteers to help the kids with homework. We do so many different things for the children, like 17 to the state fair, 24 to the college and commerce.
I have to ask you, how do you manage to do this work, all this work?
All this comes out of my pocket.
Okay.
Until I made it a nonprofit organization, and we're asking for the help for the community.
Okay.
To help these kids, because these kids really need the community help right now.
Yeah, it's like the last cry for help. And we take them in and out of nursing homes to sing. We try to show them it's more to life than alcohol, drugs, and gang banging. And a lot of these kids have a mother at home by herself, father locked up or father not in the life. A lot of them have a lot of anger problems. And what we ask is that we get volunteers to come in and help. Not only that, we want the parents to start coming in and trying to help too, because a lot of these kids are looking for that love from their parents. And a lot of parents don't know what that child is going through, because, you know, sometimes kids can talk to someone else better than their parents.
True.
And now our goal is to take them to Memphis, Tennessee. That is where they want to go. But the only problem is we having problems with the finance. And right now we crying out. You know, it's like the last cry for help. And we asking that we try to get a little donation to take these kids, because that is what they want to do. And we try to keep them all satisfied. And, you know, a lot of people don't know it's a job because you have kids with anger problems.
What is the trip to Memphis about?
To go do a tour to Martin Luther King. You know, not only blacks but whites. It's a lot of kids don't know the history, and it ain't only black history, white history. We got white history down there, we got Indian history down there, and this is what they want to do. They want to take this trip to learn more about life on all culture, not just one culture. And in our organization, we don't only have blacks, we have whites, we have mixed breeds, we have Hispanics, you know, and this is something that they want to do. And we are trying, and we want to make them happy. And we have been doing a fundraiser, you know, where we get a kid's envelope to go around to do a fundraiser. And we do a whole lot of more stuff for them to do a fundraiser. But, you know, it's just kind of hard. But so far, we've been praying and giving to God that He touched some of the people's hearts in the community, not only in the community, all over, that we can get this done for them. And we want to expand. We want it to grow.
Right.
You know, we just don't want to stay at one level. We want it to grow.
Okay. Well, Latita, you have a building, a facility at 200 Fuller?
Yes, it's 200 Fuller. It's actually Charles Westbrook building. He gave us that opportunity to mentor these kids in his building, and I really appreciate him and his wife for giving us that opportunity. And in that building, we have a weight room for the older kids. We have a movie room that's there to where they can go in and read books. We have a movie night on Fridays with the kids, so we all go in there and have movie night. We have a little toddler area where they can be able to be away from the bigger kids. And then we also have a entertainment room, I call it. And in that entertainment room, we have speakers, authors, different people to come in. You know, we have king and queen balls. We eat there. Okay. It's just a big
well, yeah, you make fun for them, and also keep them on their homework, like you said. Well, tell me, what about social media? How much does that play into the lives of kids in a positive or negative way?
Yeah, I ask all parents to be able to get that parent app for all your kids, because you don't know what social media is doing to our kids. We have so many kids that's on social media and don't realize what they're doing to their lives. There are so many predators. There are so many things going out there. We're not being aware on what our kids are doing and who our kids are talking with, because we have certain kids in our facility. You know, they're seeking for love, but they're seeking for love on that social media, and it's the wrong ideal, it's the wrong plan for them to be on that social media. So I advise all parents, you know, look off into that parent app with your kids. Be more alert on what's going on in your kids' life, because we thinking it's okay, but it's really not, because those kids can talk to someone else better than they can talk to their own parents. And when we hear what these kids tell us, we shocked. We are so shocked on what we hear. And that building is a safe haven for these kids. They get in there and they just don't want to go home. We have so many of them walking from a long way just to get in that building, just to get that little last meal for that day. And you know, I asked, and I go out and I do. I want to thank Lindsay's. I want to thank the dinner bell for helping me with the kids on feeding them. And a lot of this I do out of my pocket. I do it out of the kindness of my heart for their kids. So I ask for that help from that community to don't shut out the life of our future. Be more involved in their life. Understand what these kids are going through here. You know, get out in the community. Know that they're selling a pill for $1 at the middle school. Get involved in your child's life. If not, take your time to come to this building and see what it's all about, and you'll understand more better on what my plan is.
Well, let me ask you how people might help you, how they might reach you to make a donation or find out more about making a donation.
Okay. You can come to either 200 Fuller, or you can go to Guaranteed Bank. It's up under the little fours. Or you can call me at 214-809-1908. Or you can email me at TITIACONLIFFE892@gmail.com.
Okay. And we can repeat that number and address for them too in the future here. How did the organization get the name Little Fours? And you have on your T-shirts today. What does this signify?
Well, I came up being a biker chick, and I had 4 kids, and they were little, and we came up with the Little Fours, and they always liked 4-wheelers. So that's how we came up with the Little Fours symbol. And the Riding Dirty is just a theme song that we actually play for the kids.
Okay. So Little Fours is what you call your organization here.
Yes.
And tell us some more about your background, how you came to have this drive to help children.
Well, I've been on my own ever since I was 15. I lived up under the bridge. When I had my oldest child, I remember taking a pamper, digging that inside out, putting leaves there. Never did give my child up to that lifestyle that I was in. I came out to really know what these kids are going through in life as coming up. You know, I did a lot of things, you know, in my life to try to make my life a little better for me and my kids. You know, I know about the drugs. I know about the soliciting of prostitution. I know about a lot of things that a lot of people don't know about that actually goes on also in this community too.
Many of us don't think it can really be here.
Right. And those drugs are very, very high here, and we really don't know. And you know, it's a lot of them. I would get out of my bed and actually take a kid to school, you know, not mine's. I guess that's where I got the name of Mother of the Park. I would go to the Pacific Park and feed the community. I would have so many things because I love life. God gave me that opportunity. I called cancer. And I'm 3 years cancer free. Yay! And my giving back to the community is those kids. And I be around so many precious kids that, oh my God, they hug you. They just want that love and attention. My house is never a dull moment. I would love to go to sleep sometimes, but they always want to come to my house.
Well, how did you find Sandra?
Oh, it was a God gift to a little angel. Miss Sandra saw me struggling, trying to clean up the building, serving the people, and I heard her sister would always help. And I started watching her, you know, trying to get the feel of how she was handling her life. And I sat and I talked with her, and she told me about her life, you know, and she told me how much I inspired her. And I was like, man, I inspired somebody? Okay. And when just sitting talking to her and seeing how much she wanted to change her life and how she was loving kids, that's how I knew that she would become my vice president.
Okay. So President Latita Conliffe, president of Little Fours, and Sandra Cummings, vice president.
Yes, ma'am.
And we're going to tell them once again, did you say you have an account set up at Guarantee Bank and Trust?
Guarantee Bank,
okay.
Up under Little Forest Club.
Or 200 Fuller Street, where your location is?
Yes, ma'am.
So if you see someone there, then you know that it's open and you can go. And we'll also give this phone number again and your website address or email address to reach you. You need fundraising. Well, you're doing fundraising and you need donations for expenses and for a trip to
Yes, ma'am.
Memphis,
Yes.
hopefully this summer. Is that
Yeah,
right?
from June the 15th to the 19th.
Okay, and we want to help you get that done too.
Thank you.
For coming in this morning.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Here's Don Julian with sports.
The Lady Cats track team finished fourth at the area track meet Thursday at Lovejoy, and 6 Lady Cats qualified in 7 events for the regional meet next Friday and Saturday in Arlington. Lady Cats track coach Tristan Abram has area track meet results for us.
Lady Cats did a really good job at the area meet. Going into the 200, which is the third to last event of the meet. We were actually sitting in second place as far as about to possibly win the meet, right behind Mesquite Poteet. And due to within those last 3 events, we only had one young lady that was participating in an event. It just kind of slipped out of our hands, but I was really pleased with that. You know, we went to the area meet and we did a really good job of competing, getting points, and almost winning the meet as a team. So that's really good, and I think that's something to be excited about. But to mention the young ladies and the accomplishments, first of all, Amani Taylor was the area champion in long jump.
Oh, great.
She jumped to 18.2, I believe.
Wow.
Was her jump, and she won by about 8 inches. No one else was that much closer to her. So I'm really pleased with that, and I'm really pleased with the progression that Amani's making. And you know, if she continues to progress and continues to compete and just fix those small things that I know Coach McCain's been working with her on, you know, you never know what happens at the regional meet. So it's going to be exciting next Friday morning watching her compete at the regional meet in the long jump. Sydney Washburn placed third in the 2 mile. Sydney had a great race. She was it was her and actually 3 other Holland Park young ladies that all advanced. So I was really pleased with Sydney. I wasn't able to be over there to watch her run. I was here at the school with some other kids waiting to take them later in the day. But from listening to Coach Hicks, she ran an unbelievable race. She did some really good things as far as technique running, using the wind, actually using other young ladies to block the wind. And Coach Hicks was really pleased with the way she ran and the time that she ran. So, you know, I'm really excited about Sydney and what's coming with her. And she will be running next Friday morning as well at 9 a.m. So you know, just hoping that that we're getting another great time there. And like I said, you never know what happens whenever you get to the regional meet. So again, just excited about Sydney and what she's done. And I will reiterate, she's just a freshman, so that's a great accomplishment for a young lady that's a freshman in high school. Our 4x100 meter relay, which consists of Amani Taylor, Abby Bear, Nasai Dugan, and Sadavia Porter. Those young ladies placed first at the regional meet. Wow. They were going up against obviously some really good competition. Mesquite Poteet actually came into the meet with the fastest time in the area. And we beat, our time was 47.42, which is what we ran yesterday. And I believe Poteet ran a 47.7. So I was really happy with that. Young ladies did a great job of going out competing, getting after it. They already knew that Poteet had a better time than they did coming in to the meet, and they competed really well and got after it, and we came up with the first place win in that relay. So I was really pleased with that and those young ladies in that event. So they will be advancing to the regional meet with the 4x1, the 4x200 meter relay, or three of the same young ladies with the exception of Abby Bear. Sharita Hill takes the place of Abby Bear in that relay, and they placed second in that relay. Wow. Didn't run the time that we ran last week. We were actually almost 2 seconds slower, but it's still okay. We placed second, which gives us another opportunity to work those handoffs and get the baton around the track at the regional meet. I'm just, tickled to death at the way those young ladies competed yesterday. It was really good. In the 100-meter hurdles, Abby Bear placed third, so she'll be advancing in the 100-meter hurdles, as well as in the 300 hurdles. She placed third, so she'll be advancing in both hurdles to the regional meet. Nasai Dugan actually placed first. She won the area meet in the 100-meter dash. Wow. So she did a really good job watching her compete. And man, it was like she shifted into another gear midway down the track and just kind of started to pull away. And it was really cool to see that. So I'm really pleased with all those young ladies and their accomplishments and the way they competed during the meet. It's just, it was a great representation of our school, great representation of the work that they've been putting in. And I'm really excited to see what's fixing to happen next weekend whenever we go to Arlington and step on the track with some of the best teams, and in my opinion, probably the best region in the state. So, we have the times and the jumps that in which that will give us an opportunity. So if we can continue to progress the way that we've been progressing, I think it's going to be a really good day for the Lady Cats.
Almost the same cast that you took to area going to regional. I mean, that's amazing.
Yeah, yes, it is. It really is. Actually, Faith Hatley is another young lady that competed at the area meet that she actually placed sixth in the 100-meter hurdles and the 300-meter hurdles. And we take the top four. With all that being said, hats off to Faith. She had a great season up into one meet where she stumbled coming over a hurdle. She twisted her ankle and fought that injury the rest of the season. Yeah. But man, you have to still be excited about a young lady that worked her way back in and made it to the area meet to compete with, like I said, some of the young ladies that's fixing to go win this region. And this is a tough region. So I'm really happy that Faith fought back and came back, and I'm actually gonna take her with us to the regional meet. She is one of the alternates for the relays. Right. So there's actually an opportunity, or there may be an opportunity for Faith to run, in which I hope not, because that means someone else got hurt. But but I think that she deserves that. And I'm gonna allow her to go with us and just to experience that with us. So she did a great job, and I'm just really happy for her and what she was able to accomplish as well.
How did we finish up as a team?
We finished up fourth, I believe. After those last three events, we finished up fourth. Again, in this area, that's nothing to hang your head over. Mm-hmm. So I'm pleased with what we did, and we have another year next year. We'll have several of these young ladies coming back, and I will expect to win the area meet next year. So those are our goals and those are our plans. We'll see what happens.
district champ already. Great showing in area. A lot heading to regional.
Yes.
Could be the best Lady Cats track team probably that you've had anyway.
Yes, for sure, definitely that I've had, and again, looking in the history books, I'm going to say that it's probably the best that we've had here in this town, as far as just broad spectrum of young ladies competing at different events and advancing in all these events. One more thing, I forgot to say this: Nasai Dugan actually broke the 100-meter record last night in her race. She, a young lady, Frankie Jemerson, posted that record in, I believe, 1999, and Nasai broke it last night. And I was really happy for her. I let her know that, and she was jumping for joy for quite a while. But it was really good to see that. And these ladies are about chasing records and chasing goals and dreams, and they're doing a great job of catching some of them. So let's see if we can keep it going.
Any seniors out of that group?
Have one senior. Sharita Hill is our lone senior, and man, I could go on and on and on about Sharita and just her progression and the steps and strides that she's made from a freshman to a senior. And I'm so happy that Sharita's getting to advance to the regional meet as a senior in the 4x200 meter relay. I actually think this is the first time Sharita's gone to the regional meet, and no better way to end your senior year than to progress to the regional meet and have an opportunity to possibly go to Austin here in a few weeks. So I think this is a great finish for a great young lady that I'm extremely proud of, love to death, that I know she has great things in her future.
The Wildcats track team was 9th among 16 teams at the area track meet at Lovejoy on Thursday. 2 Wildcats qualified for the regional track meet next Friday and Saturday. We get this area track meet report from Wildcats track coach Matt Young.
I started off early in the morning. Our 2-milers, Landon Thornton, Peyton Vickery, both qualified, ran. They finished 7th and 8th, just kind of get a beat on it. Landon PR'd by about 2 or 3 seconds, ran well. Peyton had a little bit of an ailment. And what was really great, Landon being a sophomore, ran the first 1.5 miles with these guys. The top time in our region was in the race, and it ended up being a bang-bang. One of the guys in our district ended up second by less than half of a second. And so he got an idea and a taste of what a race was like as far as strategy, and really excited that he got to be a part of that and then finish the season with a PR. Both those guys had phenomenal years and be back with us next year. In the field events, Ian Blanche in the shot put came in as the number 6 seed, went out as the number 6, scored a point for the team. His first chance to advance. He's just a junior, will be back, and wrapped up a good season for him. Landry Tyson went in high jump and ended up clearing 6 foot again, went out at 6'2", tied for 6th. He had an opportunity on his second attempt at 6'2". If he cleared it, he would have qualified, and had a great attempt, great jump, just barely rolled it off the bar, and ended up costing him opportunity. But again, a young man, just a sophomore. Later on, he ran the 110s, came in as an 8 seed. He was an alternate that got to go, ended up placing 6th. Ran a quality time. Again, one of the top times in the region was in the race, and you kind of see that theme going. So he had a great opportunity to see what it's like and what he's up against in the future. So Landry had a phenomenal year for us. Really proud of him advancing those 2 events as a sophomore, and really excited to see what's possible down the road as he continues to develop. Running kicked in. We had Landry in the 110s, and Ryan Humphreys ran the 100. Ryan ran his best time of the year in 11.2. Did not finish in the top 6. But it just kind of get an idea of the race, and so it was good to see him run there. Turned around the 300 hurdles. He and Mason Buck went 2nd and 4th. Mason got 2nd, ran a low 39. Ryan ran a low 40, it was 40.1. Took 4th, and the winner of that race ran a 37. He's or a low 38, the fastest time in the region. So actually, he's got the fastest time in the state right now. So they got to run against one of the best and see how they stack up and compare. Both those young men have qualified for regionals, and we'll see where they end up. But that kind of wraps up those 2 guys advancing is what we have left going for the boys track program.
course, they're both in baseball, and it really depends, I guess, on how that plays out.
Yeah.
Whether they'll get a chance or not.
Yeah, it's still pending there on how the district race finishes in baseball, and they'll make a decision. We really leave that up to them. They've earned the opportunity to go if that's what they choose to, and they also have a great responsibility with their team and a great season going in baseball and two key players there. So we'll see what happens down the road from those guys. Overall, as a team, we finished 9th, right in the middle of the pack out of 16, and just really pleased with our track season, where we're headed and where we're going as a group.
Thanks for watching Channel 18 News. Have a great evening.